Goosebumps is a 2023 American horror TV series that premiered October 13th, 2023 on Disney Plus and Hulu with a 5-episode premiere. The series will run for 10 episodes long in its first season, and each episode will release on Fridays. It basically tells the story about 5 teenagers who accidentally release supernatural forces and must find a way to work together and recapture them while discovering that their parents have secrets from their teenage years. Justin Long is Nathan Bratt, a kind of new English teacher in the town who lives in the Biddle house, and which he has inherited and is possessed by Harold Biddle's spirit. Every aspect of this show is what you think it is. When Goosebumps is there and it's attached to it, you're gonna watch it. I grew up on reading Goosebumps by R.L. Stine. I watched the TV show when I was young, and it's based on the book series of the same name. I did not expect for them to have a 5-episode premiere. I thought it was just 1 or 2, but 5 episodes, you really, really get hooked into it. It has the aspect of a horror front and center, and also the comedy aspect is there too, and it's fun. It was in a way where you can tell that certain aspects of it is there from the Goosebumps books, but also aspects that are not there. And the way the trailers are done for this really, really adds to the moment or tensions of what this show could be. When you hear Justin Long in a horror comedy or a horror or even a comedy, you're going to go watch it. You're going to get sucked in because Justin Long is that much of a diverse actor where he's known synonymously now as a horror actor. Before, it was comedy. He had his comedy filmography. Now he has his horror filmography. He really stands out quite a bit in this role. And for the 5 episodes, each episode kind of ends on a cliffhanger. And you can't help but press that play button and watch the next episode. I'm really surprised that they didn't release all 10 episodes at one time because this is a binge watching show. And certain aspects of how I want to say this show is, each title is based off of a Goosebumps title book. Say Cheese and Die, The Haunted Mask, The Cuckoo Clock of Doom, Go Eat Worms, and Reader Beware. Those are the first 5 episodes. Then after that, you have Night of the Living Dummy. If that's the case, then you know Slappy returns. You saw it in the trailer, and I'm looking forward to seeing how that happens because he's a really, really creepy doll, and I'm curious to see how it's going to play into this show. Then you have Give Yourself Goosebumps, You Can't Scare Me, Night of the Living Dummy Part 2, and then Welcome to Horrorland. So, being that nostalgic aspect of what this show is and how my generation grew up on it, and now we're seeing a Goosebumps. You had the Goosebumps movie in 2015, Goosebumps 2 Haunted Halloween. You had those movies with Jack Black. Those were great and those were fun, and they had a good budget to it, and they were a big, big hit. But now, when you have a TV show, it's like, wait, that was done before. What can you do differently now? A lot of things are done differently. I thought this would be one of those young adult CW shows where the production budget isn't that good and it's just all over the place. No, this is really well done for what the first 5-episode premiere is, and it absolutely is great to see. There are laugh out loud moments where you just chuckle or you go to yourself, which is good. And then the horror elements are there. It's like, wow, holy shit, how did they capture that? Or what did they do? The teenage actors are great. They add emotion, they add depth. They all have great chemistry with one another. And really, I feel like Justin Long is the standout. I'm very curious to see how this series will pan out in its first season. By word of mouth, by, I guess, streaming ratings, this show might get picked up for a second season. And I'm curious to see what's going to happen and how everything is connected. It's very different, and it just goes on how certain things happen, but you think you know what you're watching, but you don't. It's a great show, and each aspect of what it is done well to a point where you have the young quarterback, you have a girl who's totally ignored at school, you have the neighbor and then you have the the nerd, the jock, and then it goes on and on and on. And then all these five teenagers must find a way to work together to help save this town. It's really good, it's really interesting, and it's done in a different way where you didn't expect every single episode to kind of weave and wove into one another, because you think, oh, episode one is going to be different than episode two. No, it's just the same character staying in the forefront and going on and on. It makes sense. It's fun. It's very hard to give non-spoilers for this because it's really, really interesting how it was all done. When it was announced that they were doing another series based on Goosebumps, being in development by Sony Pictures, it was like, okay, what are they going to do? Are they going to try and redo the original? No, this is a whole different aspect than what you think. Slappy the dummy or the doll, whatever you want to call it, is different in this, has a different look, much more scarier, I believe, than the originals and in the book. But it's that aspect of Slappy is the villain, and you really want to know what the hell's going on, and you're going to find out what the hell's going on. For me, Goosebumps is great. I can't give a rating yet on this. I just wanted to give my review on the first 5 episode premiere, but I will give my review on every episode after this. So listen, 1 through 5 is great. Check it out. It's fun, and it's going to be interesting to see how every single episode coexists with one another, and it's just absolutely mind-blowing. Let me know in the comment section below what you thought about the first 5 episode premiere of Goosebumps on Disney Plus, which came out October 13th, 2023. Did you like it? Did you not like it? What did you think of it? What did you think about Disney doing a 5 episode premiere? Do you like that Disney and Hulu did it? And did you think that another production company would do it? Who's your favorite character? Who's your least favorite character? Where do you see all these stories going? Do you think that it's going to have an ending, or do you think it's going to continue with a second season? Do you like the horror aspect? Do you like the comedy aspect? Do you think it has that feeling of the old Goosebumps show? And also let me know in the comment section below, what is your favorite Goosebumps book by R.L. Stine, and what is your least favorite book by R.L. Stine? Let me know in the comment section below about all the questions I just asked, and be sure you click that subscribe button and hit that notification bell for new review videos on my channel. I'm Mr. Filmstock, and thank you so much for tuning into my review of the first 5 episode premiere of Goosebumps. I'll see you all in the next review video.